Before we delve into the life of Osman I, we must first understand the era he lived in. The late 13th and early 14th centuries were a period of immense change and turmoil in the Anatolian region, where Osman was born and raised. This was a time when the once mighty Seljuk Sultanate was in decline and the political landscape was rapidly shifting. The Seljuk Sultanate, a Persian Sunni Muslim dynasty, had controlled much of Central Asia and Persia for over 2 centuries, but by the late 13th century, their power was waning. The Seljuks' control over the Anatolian region was slipping away, largely due to internal struggles for power and the external threats from the Mongol invasions. As the Seljuk Sultanate crumbled, it gave way to a number of small principalities, each vying for control and influence over the region. It was within this chaotic socio-political climate that Osman I emerged. Born into a minor tribal chief's family, Osman found himself at the helm of one of these small principalities, located in the frontier region of the Sultanate. His territory, initially insignificant, was in the perfect position to take advantage of the Seljuks' decline. Fueled by a mix of ambition, tactical prowess, and perhaps a dose of good fortune, Osman and his followers began to expand their territory. They capitalized on the instability of the region, steadily gaining ground and influence. What started as a small principality would, in time, grow and evolve into something much larger and far more significant. It would become the foundation of what we now know as the Ottoman Empire, a vast and powerful state that would dominate much of southeastern Europe, Western Asia, and northern Africa for over 6 centuries. And it all began with Osman. His vision, his leadership, and his determination set the stage for the birth of an empire. With this understanding of the era, we can better appreciate the life and achievements of Osman I. Osman was born around 1258 into a world of political turmoil and change. His early life was shaped by the rugged landscapes of Sogut, a small town in the region of Anatolia, present-day Turkey. The son of Ertugrul and Halime Hatun, Osman was born into the Kai tribe, a group of nomadic warriors known for their bravery and resilience. His father, Ertugrul, was a respected leader of the tribe. From him, young Osman learned the values of courage, leadership, and a deep sense of duty towards his people. Ertugrul's influence on Osman's formative years was profound. He instilled in his son a warrior's spirit and the importance of maintaining unity among the tribe against external threats. Life in the Kai tribe was far from easy. It was a life on the move, constantly in search of greener pastures for their livestock. It was a life of battles, as the tribe often had to defend their lands and their honor. Yet it was also a life of tight-knit community and shared purpose. Osman grew up in this warrior culture, learning the art of survival, the tactics of warfare, and the strategies of leadership from a young age. Osman's mother, Halime Hatun, also played a significant role in shaping his character. She was a strong and wise woman who instilled in Osman a deep respect for women and a sense of justice. Despite the hardships of the nomadic lifestyle, young Osman thrived. He embraced his father's teachings and the warrior code of his tribe. He displayed a natural aptitude for leadership, showing wisdom beyond his years, courage in the face of adversity, and a deep sense of responsibility towards his people. From these humble beginnings, Osman would rise to become a powerful leader. His early life, steeped in the traditions of his tribe and shaped by the wisdom of his parents, laid the foundation for the man he would become, the founder of an empire that would rule vast territories and leave an indelible mark on world history. Osman's rise to power was marked by strategic alliances and military victories. A fitting start to the tale of a man who would shape the course of history. With the death of his father Ertugrul, the mantle of leadership fell on Osman's shoulders. The Kai tribe, a small nomadic group in the Anatolian plains, was now under his command. But Osman was not content with simply leading his tribe. He envisioned a larger, more powerful realm. His sights were set on expansion. Osman was a shrewd leader and a brilliant strategist. He understood the value of alliances and he used them to his advantage. He sought the friendship of neighboring tribes, forming bonds through marriage and diplomacy. These alliances would prove invaluable in his quest for power, providing him with the support he needed to challenge the powerful Byzantine Empire. But alliances alone were not enough. Osman was a warrior at heart, and he knew the importance of military prowess. His strategies on the battlefield were innovative and effective. One such strategy was his use of light cavalry and mobile tactics, which allowed his forces to move quickly and strike with deadly precision. This was a stark contrast to the heavy infantry and slow-moving tactics of his enemies, and it gave Osman a distinct advantage. Perhaps the most significant victory in Osman's rise to power was the Battle of Baphius. This battle marked the beginning of the Ottoman-Byzantine Wars, a series of conflicts that would span more than a century. Osman's forces were vastly outnumbered, but through clever tactics and fierce determination, they emerged victorious. The Battle of Baphius was a turning point in Osman's campaign, solidifying his power and paving the way for the expansion of his realm. Osman's political acumen and military strategy were key to his rise to power. He transformed a small nomadic tribe into a formidable force, challenging the might of the Byzantine Empire and setting the stage for the formation of one of history's greatest empires. Osman's successful leadership laid the foundation for what would become the Ottoman Empire. His story is a testament to the power of vision, strategy, and sheer determination. Osman's reign left an indelible mark on history. The seed sown by this intrepid leader grew into the mighty Ottoman Empire, an empire that at its zenith spanned 3 continents. From the Balkans in Europe to the deserts of Arabia and the fertile lands of Africa, the Ottoman Empire was a beacon of power, culture, and influence. Osman's successors, beginning with his son Orhan, took the baton from their father and continued to expand the empire. Each sultan added a new chapter to the story, inscribing their own unique mark on the annals of history. They built upon Osman's vision, transforming it into an entity that stood the test of time, reigning supreme for over 6 centuries. But the empire was not just about territorial expansion. It was an embodiment of Osman's ideals, his vision for a state that was just, inclusive, and progressive. He championed the cause of social justice and religious tolerance, principles that were deeply ingrained in the fabric of the Ottoman Empire. His rule was characterized by a fair and efficient administrative system, a robust military structure, and a thriving economy. These became the bedrock of the empire, allowing it to flourish and endure. In 1326, Osman passed away, leaving behind a legacy that would outlive him by many centuries. His son, Orhan, succeeded him, stepping into his father's shoes and continuing the journey that Osman had embarked on. The empire continued to grow, its roots digging deeper, spreading wider under the stewardship of Orhan and the subsequent sultans. Today, the legacy of Osman I is not just confined to history books or the remnants of the empire he founded. It is reflected in the modern Republic of Turkey, in the spirit of its people, in the ethos of the nation. The principles he championed, the ideals he embodied, continue to resonate even today, shaping the character and identity of the nation. Osman I's legacy is still felt today, over 7 centuries after his reign. His indomitable spirit and visionary leadership echo through the ages, reminding us of a man who dared to dream, a man who changed the course of history. In just 10 minutes, we've traveled through the life of Osman I, a pivotal figure in world history. A charismatic leader who emerged from the obscurity of the Anatolian plains, he laid the groundwork for an empire that would last for 6 centuries and shape the course of history. Osman's early life was far from grandiose. Born into a world of uncertainty and conflict, he was a young man with big dreams and the tenacity to pursue them. His humble beginnings in the rugged terrain of Anatolia did little to foreshadow the greatness that lay ahead. His rise to power was as remarkable as it was swift. From a minor tribal leader, he ascended to become the founder of the Ottoman Empire. His tactical acumen, diplomatic finesse, and inspiring leadership propelled him to a position of significant influence, forever changing the geopolitical landscape of the region. But perhaps the most enduring part of Osman's legacy is the empire he birthed. The Ottoman Empire, under his leadership and those who succeeded him, grew to be one of the most powerful states in the world, spanning 3 continents and lasting for more than 600 years. The echoes of its influence can still be felt today in the cultural, architectural, and political landscapes of many nations. This journey through Osman's life and legacy only scratches the surface of a very complex and intriguing period in history. There's so much more to discover, so many more stories to unearth, so many more lessons to learn. So let your curiosity guide you. Delve deeper into this fascinating era and uncover the many layers of history that lie beneath the surface. As we close our journey through time, remember, history is not just about events and dates, it's about the people who shaped our world. And Osman I was certainly one of those people.